Hello everyone, this is Shraddha. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I met you guys and I really wanted to do something new. So basically, I've been exploring a lot of Bookstagram accounts lately on Instagram, and there's this particular account that I absolutely loved. It's the Usual Bookworm, and you know, the pictures, the recommendations, the stories, they're always so great. So I genuinely wanted to check out some of her favorite books, and I did. So I picked out a few of her favorite books, and I'm going to tell you if I like them or not. So if you're interested, watch this video up till the very end. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Now, I actually had read this book before finding out that it's one of her favorites, and it's a wonderful novel. I actually received it as a gift from my sister last year, and yes, so I kind of read it long time back, but it's a wonderful book. So yes, this was a 5-star read for me, and yes, this recommendation is great. The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. My love for Cassandra Clare and any and every book written by her is no secret. So obviously I love this novel, and I'm so happy that it's one of, her favorites too, and that's so great. The Song of Achilles. I honestly did not know about this book until I saw this. And I just realized that it was so famous, and it was trending all over TikTok and Instagram. I didn't know it. Great. I'm just so great. Anyway, when I realized that it's one of her favorite books, I had to try it out, and I did. And it's a beautiful, heart-wrenching novel, and I'm so I don't know how I feel about reading this, because yeah, it was really sad, but I love this novel, and if there is any way I could have given a book more than 5 stars, this novel would have got it. It's just so pretty and beautiful. Okay, moving on to the next one. This book again was a wonderful story. It's basically a retelling for 12 Dancing Princesses. Not to be really frank with you, that fairy tale is not one of my favorite ones. Like, if I were to rate all fairy tales, I probably would not even rank it in top 5. But this author wrote it in such a beautiful way that I loved it. I loved every second of this book. And again, I really did not know about the existence of this book until I checked out this highlight made by the Usual Bookworm. And yes, I got to thank her for it. Because really, if it weren't for her, I wouldn't have come across this novel. So okay, now let's move on. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now the thing with this book is that I actually kind of read it 2 years back. And 2 years ago, I was not into graphic violence. So graphic violence was just not the thing for me, and I used to get so horrified by it. At that time, if I were to give you an idea of the violence I was able to tolerate, I'd say Harry Potter and Percy Jackson level. So you can see my violence tolerance level was not so great, and ergo I was not able to enjoy the book very much. At that time, I just gave it 4 stars, because even 4 stars, because I love the plot, I love the premise, I love the characters and everything, but the violence was just too much for me, and I did not continue reading the rest of the series. But now that I'm thinking about it, actually talking to you, I kind of feel silly, because I should have picked it up again. But anyway, yeah, this was a 4-star read for me. The only book in all the books I read because of the Usual Bookworm, this was not a 5-star read. All the books that I mentioned in this video are like 5-star reads, but this was just not. So yeah, okay, now let's move on. Coming on to the last book we'll be talking about today. It's The Archived. Oh my god, this is literally the best book someone ever recommended me. Like, literally the best, because it was so amazing. Basically, the dead here are the histories, and they are stored in a place called archives, and each history is having a story. Now, Mackenzie is one of those people who is supposed to take care of the archive and make sure that these people, the dead people, do not wake up. When she realizes that some chapters of these histories are missing, she knows something is wrong and she needs to fix it. I'm not going to say more because I have a feeling I'm going to end up giving a spoiler, and that's all I'm going to tell you guys. But yeah, it literally was the best book I ever got recommended. It was just so beautiful. It's kind of horror, because it's not exactly horror, but they're horror vibes. And yeah, it's just beautiful. The idea is really unique and unexpected. In short, I loved it. Okay, to sum all the things I mentioned up, I'm going to say that the Usual Bookworm has an amazing taste in books, and that I realized I can literally blindly follow her recommendations because they're just so great. Also, do not forget to check out her Bookstagram account. The link is down below in the description box, so just head over to her Instagram, and it's just so beautiful. Like literally the pictures there, the stories, everything, it's just great. She's one of my favorite Bookstagrammers, so you guys need to check her out. Also, I need to thank you, because you guys are literally the best people on this planet, and I'm so lucky to have you all. I'll see you guys really soon. In the meantime, please stay tuned.